See, what people don't understand is just because someone likes your song don't mean they like you. And just because someone likes you don't mean they're going to like your songs.
Yeah, when you speak of hit artist versus hit record.
Hit artist versus hit records. You want the combination when you have both. And that's the best case scenario.
Who are the best examples of that? To you, from what you've seen, where you, like,
Drake.
if you use a list, okay, Drake.
Drake is a hit artist, but he makes hit records. Easiest one you could go to, Drake. Beyonce's not it. Beyonce's a hit artist, but Beyonce doesn't make hit records. She doesn't try. When Drake made his records, I make music for a living, and I've worked with a lot of people, so I know how it works, right? So when Drake is making music, Drake knows what he's aiming for. That's why Drake is so great. He knows who fucks with him, what they want to hear from him, what happened. That's why the battle fucked him up, because now he's in uncharted territories. What are you doing over there with them? You know, you're supposed to be over here with us making these records. I want to do this for the culture. He got tricked out of his position. Why would you, Drake, do anything for the culture when you were the culture already? He wanted to prove that he belonged, and he got 8. And that was the thing. But Drake is the GOAT artist and hit maker. Don't ever mistake that. He's the one. Like,
Wayne?
no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Wayne makes rap records, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
No, I'm just throwing names. Throw
as many names you want.
Yeah,
I'll give you
yeah,
an example.
yeah.
Like Wayne is a superstar. Wayne doesn't always make hit records. He is the hit, though. Beyonce's the hit. It's rare to find 2 hits. This is going to piss people off. I think Future music is bigger than him because he doesn't have a presence. He's just the presence. Like, you don't know, like, what I mean by that is, like, you don't hear Future talk. You don't see Future. He's not streaming. Future pops out, here's a song, y'all like that, cool, see me for that. But he also came before the cutoff line where you could do that. Now you can't do that anymore. You feel me?
Yeah.
So if you, like, so Wayne, great artist, hit artist, doesn't always make hit records. Drake is the rare artist that, Drake, The Weeknd, Travis, yep, he's one that always goes for hits, and he's the hit. Travis is a good example. Who else?
Let's go. What's your thoughts on Kendrick?
Yeah, well, Kendrick is a hit artist that makes hits when he decides. That's what makes him unique. When Drake puts out a record, it's for everybody. When Kendrick puts out a record, it's for who he put it out for.
Gotcha.
That's what I mean. Like, he's not like when Kendrick did "We Gonna Be All Right." I don't think he expected Chinese people to sing it. I mean, they probably do, but I know the "we" he was talking about was black folks,
Nicki?
poor folks. Nicki is an example. She's a hit artist making hit records.
Okay. Ye?
Hit artist, hit records.
Gotcha.
Fucked up mental that takes him back, but his ability to do that is better than everybody's you name. Kanye is better than Drake, Nicki, all of them, because Drake needs 40. Nicki needs a producer. Kanye doesn't need anything. Now, don't get me wrong, you can add producers and writers to it, but what I'm saying is that when you're Nicki or Drake, depending on what that beat maker made that day, that's what you're rapping on, or you can't, because you can't rap on that. If you're Ye, you're doing the dramatics in your head. So even when they did the boom, like, that's just a sound. But when they were making that song, the producer and Ye were like, they knew what they were doing. They knew that sound in a stadium is a hit. So that's when Kanye comes out to the MTV Awards with a red outfit on and just the MP, and he boom. He trained the audience. These artists are not training their audience. They're just getting paid to be famous. And that's what's happening with all of them.
Damn. And I think the big takeaway, how you say experience, is like, that's big, because a festival is experience. You think of, like, being out there, you're outside.
It'll fuck you up. Because you got paid the most money. You don't have to promote the show. You don't have to do anything. All you do is show with your entourage, get paid, go home. Bobby Shmurda on tour, his team is loading up at each venue, getting out each venue. And here's another thing people don't understand. When you're on your tour, you pay for everything. When you're a part of a festival, you just get paid.
Yeah,
when you're on your tour, if they say if the venues guarantee you $30,000 a night, if your road manager is $1,000 a night, one goes to him. If the cars is $1,300 a night, go. you get what's left. That's why artists hate touring because there's so much work and you still might not get paid compared to just call me to come to your show. I'll do it. I got 100,000 tonight, but I gotta hope you call me next time.
I do love that about Travis and Kendrick. They both like niggas will speak about like, hey, put all the bread into the tour because like shit, make that shit an experience because they know shit is just me. So you know what I'm saying?
It's like that was one of the things that hurt Kanye and Jay-Z relationship on.
Oh yeah, because how much
tour.
money he wanted to spend.
Because Jay-Z was like, I'm not. Kanye didn't make no money on that tour, and Jay-Z didn't forfeit his money. But the reason why Kanye was mad at Jay because he thought they were gonna know. Kanye was like, I'll lose money. Kanye's a real artist. Jay-Z's a businessman. Kanye said, I'll lose money on this tour because we're gonna do Watch the Throne 2, and that's gonna be even bigger, and I made my money then. And then Jay-Z goes and does the Justin Timberlake tour. And leaves Jay hanging. That's when Ye starts saying, call me, bro. You're not my friend. That's why he was mad at Jay-Z. I mean, all of this is documented, but like I just watch up history.
Yeah.
My bad. What else we got?
Yeah, kind of right there with business with Ashanti. Chris Gotti, he made a comment today talking
Here's
about
another reason why artists are fucked up. Artists are not going to win because the person that takes them to the top are being shitted on. The people that take them to the top are being shitted on. I don't know Ashanti and Irv's relationship. I have no idea about it. That's not our business. But from what everyone says, they did deal with each other, and she doesn't claim it. But that's probably why Ashanti ain't made no hit in 20 years because maybe it's the relationship between you and Irv, the combination of you and Irv being in a relationship, Irv being your CEO, Irv also being your producer, Irv being married. Like all those things play a role into when you enter the room. You're carrying that into the session. So of course, when she's singing these songs and women are so connected with it, like, well, I feel her because she's talking about a real person. And the person she's talking about is also the person that's promoting her music and signing her. So it's like, it was just a perfect thing. So by the way, Irv was immature as fuck. He was immature. He did not handle her properly. He wanted the world to know, like some little boy shit, like, I fucked her too. It's like, well, that's irrelevant. There's a lot of women I've been with that I don't feel a need to say because they're married now and they moved on. And that was whack on Irv's part. But Ashanti should admit Irv made me. By the way, I gotta just say something. By the way, shout out to my boy Troy. My boy Troy is a Ashanti stan. Ashanti is the biggest fake out in R&B music history. Oh yeah. Ashanti was a fake out. That's why I think Irv felt the way he felt. Ashanti was a cheat code. That's all she was. Let me tell you what I mean. Look at everybody from that era. They could dance their ass off. They could sing their ass off. Don't forget, Ashanti was bigger than Beyonce at one point in time. Let's not forget, Ashanti did 500,000 records her first album. That is fucking huge, but that was the peak. Because Irv cheated. Her first single is what? A Biggie remake. That was on the radio 5 years before. She comes with baby, 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 baby. And then guess what that was? That was Scarface. Mary, Mary. Same beat, same flow, same everything. So what Irv was smart enough to say was, I'm going to put a female on all these masculine sounding records. And when she did the one Rain on Me, that's the Jay-Z Can I Live beat. Ashanti first fucking 5 or 6 singles was all remakes of men records. Bro, you gotta understand something. I was trying to come up in this day so I could see it.
See, because now, they took it down. Because now I want to look at the track list of the verses with her and Keisha.
Like, Keisha Cole her catalog is much better because it's original. Ashanti has remakes. She just kind of followed the Puff formula. And I think that's what bothered Irv. Because it's not like there was nothing unique outside of she was with them niggas and she was on a nigga track talking that shit that chicks loved. It was a perfect combination. I just wish that she gave Irv credit. Because, he deserves it.
So, well, would you say in that regards, right? Because it seems what you're speaking to is a muse.
Yes.
In so many words, right? So if that's the case, what about somebody who may say, well, all right, well, at that moment, something that's underestimated with that muse is you got the biggest label, Murder Inc. popping at that same time. And then 50 Cent came and did what he did. What if Ashanti fans say, well, shit, Ja ain't never get back to that peak. 50 came through like a typhoon.
Ashanti at her peak was bigger than Ja Rule.
Ashanti at her peak was bigger than Ja Rule?
Ja Rule has never sold 500,000 first week. Ja Rule has never had a bigger opening week than Ashanti's first album. I might be wrong. We can look this up. I might be wrong. If y'all see me, I'm wrong. Tell me. But to me, you have to understand. A female audience for a female is different than a female audience for a male. For a male, you have to be the object of my eye. I love you. But for a female, I just have to relate to you. Gotcha. There could be another object of my eye, but I needed to relate to you at this moment. And that's why sometimes they go back. That's why a song still sticks with us 40, 50 years later, because it takes us back to a moment. So I'm not saying, and by the way, I'm not saying Ashanti's not whack or anything. I'm just saying Irv cheated the game for her. I'm in the music business, guys. I make records. I'm in the room with the greats. I'm telling you, Irv was brilliant. Why am I going to come in here and try to remake? She's with a room full of niggas. Murder Inc. was number men. She's the only girl. We street niggas talking street shit. So what do? We make her the reflection, the female reflection of us. So now when she's on Biggie's record, 4 or 5 years after it came out, you kind of think that she did a remix to it. You don't even realize that that's her song. And then I'm telling you, Ashanti first few records was all remix, bro. I always say somebody needs to Ashanti the game. Find a female artist, take all these hard nigga. You know what's Ashanti in the game right now? GloRilla. Like how she's remaking Boosie. It's like, oh, y'all like that? Don't matter. We don't care about the song. The song don't have to be great. It's a cheat code.
So 361. 361 is Ja. So, damn.
So what was Ashanti's biggest opening week numbers?
Damn.
Bro, I was coming up in the music business.
Like,
so you got to remember, I was like a student trying to get in. So when Ashanti dropped, I'm paying attention. When the Sierra dropped, I'm paying attention. Because first week sales was mattering at that moment.
Shit, yeah.
So Ashanti at her peak,
503, she went gold.
I wish they didn't doubt me, bro. But I get it. So Ashanti, Ja Rule has never went gold in a week. By the way, a lot of females haven't. Ashanti was just the beneficiary of being with some hot niggas and following the perfect formula. Because every artist has a superpower.
So break that. Damn, you fucked me up just then.
Every artist has a superpower, and to me, it's like you could say I don't like Beyonce songs, but you can't say when she gets on stage she doesn't kill it. You can say I don't like Chris Brown and Usher music, but they get on stage and kill it. Ashanti doesn't kill it on stage; she just sings. She's a pretty girl that sings great songs, but the songs are all remakes. That's why it worked. And to be honest with you, I guarantee you that's what probably was Irv's plan the entire time. I'm going to remake, because that's all Puff did. That's all Dr. Dre did when he came back. They remade. And I used to think it was bad. And I remember L.A. Reid was like, remaking is the biggest cheat code any artist can do. Most artists just run from it because they think it's not great. But if you want to cheat the game, Tory Lanez, look at most of the artists that broke. Megan Thee Stallion, her first record was a remake. Tory Lanez, his first record was a bro. It's like, that's why I get mad when people talk. It's like, and Drake is a cheat code because he takes, but he does a remake. He'll say, "Oh, that's what y'all like. Oh, y'all like dancing? Okay, I'm gonna do a dance record. Oh, y'all like, I like the cha-cha. Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna do what's that? Hotline Bling. So Drake is smart. I don't even want to go there. Okay, so let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all this. This is the truth. So I've worked with huge white producers, huge. And the one thing that shocked me about them was that they always watched black culture. That's all they did. And they took pieces from it. Like, oh, I'm going to take a piece from that. I'm going to take a piece from that. I would tell you on camera, but I don't want to get some of my homies in trouble because they never gave credit to the people that they took from. But this is what they do.
It's like he said, man, I did want to be black at one point, you know?
Bro, this is what they do, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like black is bro. That's why I like being black, and I want to come back and tell my people, because I made it to the top of the mountain in these rooms with these huge white folks, and the only thing they was doing was watching what we were doing and saying, and it was funny because it would be like, it's dope, but what they did is they took the mud out. It's too busy. Give me just enough of it. Just give me a piece. I'll tell you off camera. And when I do, you're going to be like, get the fuck out of here. I could play 10 songs right now that I could tell you where it came from that was black, because I was in the room And then they take it, and then they remove it, then they add others. But the sauce is there, the cadence is there, the feeling is there, and it works. It's easy, bro. The music business is easy.
Okay, so you saying that's like the thing with Hitmaker with somebody Mike Karen, and a lot of times, like he got
Hitmaker.
like the platform.
Let's look at Hitmaker. Hitmaker understood the assignment. Gotcha. It is about making hits. He went to Mike Karen. He was with Ryan Press. He got with the people that knew what they were doing. He learned this shit. He came back as somebody else, and he owns the game now. But Hitmaker is cheating, and that's why he's the best. I'm going to just take that shit and do it again. That's why he's the best. That's why. I remember one day we was in a room arguing. This is where this came from. Somebody was arguing with L.A. Reid about Dr. Dre, and I think L.A. was saying, I think Mustard is going to be as big. And everybody in the room was like, no, you crazy. L.A. is like, Mustard is going to be big, y'all. And he's like, you guys don't remember when Dre came out because y'all were kids. But I remember when Dre came out, most of the adults felt like he was just biting P-Funk. But the kids loved it. So we had to follow. That's all Dre did was bite P-Funk. So it's like everybody steals, bad artists copy. Great artists steal, bad artists copy. Simple.
I love it. So it's like cheaters do win in this instance for real.
Cheaters always win.
Yeah.
Tom Brady's a cheater. Any edge you can get, you gonna win. Like, I mean, by the way,
it takes a certain type of intelligence
to understand the holes, the spots. Oh, I could go right there. It's like Family Guy's a famous episode where they say they busted a guy and a girl, a prostitute having sex with a John. You know, it's a cartoon, so they break in the room. They like, we got you. And he's like, no, you don't. I'm filling a porno. And he pulls out his phone. And he's like, we're filling a porno. And they're like, oh, if the camera's there, we can't do anything because that is legal. See what I'm trying to say? It's like there's always holes within it. You just got to find it. And usually it takes looking rather than being frustrated.
That's like the Kobe shit. You know.
And here's another thing. If you like, you have to admit something is great also. Most artists be like, I don't listen to them by myself. Oh, okay. You better go listen to something great and see what's working and figure out how to make it work for you. You better fucking listen.
You know about Kobe shit, right?
No.
So Kobe went to learn the rule book so he can know the angles on the court where the referee can't call a foul because legally, certain angles they can't see fouls.
Is that my point? So
that's what they're saying.
That's what makes Kobe great. What makes us, but you gotta understand the system you're part of, and once you understand it, there you go.